before we start our class discussion proper, let us praise for our prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Before we proceed to our discussion, these are the objectives in our discussion for today. I will read it for you. So, the objectives are these. First, identify the effects of COVID-19 before and after or during the pandemic. B. Determine the degrees of comparisons of adjectives and adverbs. C. Differentiate whether it's a positive, comparative, and superlative degree of comparison. And the last one is create a spoken or nursery rhyme that uses the degrees of comparisons. Okay, class secretary, is anyone absent today?
None, ma'am.
None. Okay, very good, my dear students. But let me ask you, who treats you when you got sick or you have an illness? Yes? Jenny?
My mother.
Yes, your mother. Yes, very good, your mother. Other? Yes, Joanne?
The nurses.
Yes, the nurses. Who else had the answer? Yes, Maria?
The doctor.
Okay, the doctors. You are all correct. We have our guest for today. Please welcome Dr. Panda. He is here today because he needs our help to make everyone healthy. Are you willing to help Dr. Panda?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Are you excited to participate with the health and wellness party?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, that's good to hear. Why make you so excited?
Because I can participate and gain
Yes,
knowledge.
of course, you can learn new things and knowledge about this discussion that we will tackle for today. At the end of the discussion, you will receive prizes from Dr. Panda. So I will present to you our house rules. Our first rule is avoid talking to your seatmates unless necessary. And then the second one is avoid using gadgets unless I told you to do so. 3 is avoid eating. 4, listen and be cooperative during the class activities. And the 5, learn and have fun. So, to be healthy, let us energize our mind through a game called What Am I? So, here are the mechanics. The class will be divided into 5 groups. Everybody in the group will participate alternately. I will read the questions or the statements, and the students should be quicker to raise their hands so that they will be recognized. If the answer is positive form, the students should answer positive. Comparative if it's comparative form, and superlative if it's superlative form. The quicker group will be the first group to be recognized to answer. Are the mechanics clear to you, class?
Yes, teacher.
Are there any clarifications?
None, teacher.
Okay, hearing none. So, let the game begin. Okay, let us start. I will go to the scoreboard to put your scores easily. So, the first statement is, she is the smartest girl in our class. Is it a positive, comparative, or superlative form? Yes, group 2?
Positive.
No, it's not the positive form. Other groups? Yes, group 5.
Superlative.
Yes, correct. It is the superlative form. Okay, the group 5 got the correct answer. Okay, the statement number 2. A rose is
Comparative.
Yes, it's a comparative form. Comparative form. Another. Your grades are worse than mine. So, what's the answer? Group 2.
A superlative.
No, it's not a superlative form. Other groups. Yes, group 1.
Comparative.
Yes, that's a comparative form. Okay, next. The Earth is larger than the Moon. What is it? Okay, group 2.
Comparative.
Yes, it's a comparative form. Next, you are more polite than Joey. What is the answer? Yes, group 1.
Comparative.
Yes, correct. That is a comparative form. Next, India is as powerful as China. What is it? Group 4.
Positive.
Yes, it's a positive form. Next, the last one. She is a beautiful girl. Yes, group 5.
Positive.
Yes, correct. That is a positive form of adjective. So, we are now done to our energizer, and that was an outstanding participation class. The winner is Group 5 because they got plus 5 and plus 4 points. Well, while the Group 2 got plus 3 and plus 4. While Group 3 plus 5, Group 4 plus 5, and Group 1 plus 5. So the total of Group 5 is 9 points. The total of Group 2 is 7 points, while the total of Group 1, Group 3, and Group 4 is 5 points. So, congratulations Group 5 and congratulations to all the Group for participating our activity. You did well, and let us give ourselves a double Wenyas clap. The double Wenyas clap is done in this manner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Istoryahi! So, it is your turn to perform the double Wenyas clap. 1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Istoryahi! Yes, very good! Now, we will have another activity. Do you want more, class?
Yes, we are.
Okay! I have prepared so much activities for you. I will present the pictures to you, and then you will guess or interpret what is the picture. I will group you into 5 groups with the same groupings with our last activity, and then the group who will get the higher points is the winner. Is that clear, dear students?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So, let us start. For group 1 and for group 2, for group 3, and for group 4 and 5. Now, I will give you 5 minutes to interpret the words, and you will present to the class your answers. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes! Your time starts now! Okay, you have 3 minutes left. Group 1, are you done?
Not yet, ma'am.
Oh, not yet. Okay, just continue. Group 3, are you done?
Almost, ma'am.
Yes, almost done. Okay. You have 1 minute left and you will be reading your answers. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time is up. It's time to read your answers. Okay. Group 1, please read your answers.
The picture is showing a man wearing a face mask. Wearing a mask is one of the prevention measures to limit of certain respiratory diseases in affected areas.
Okay, awesome. It's very good. Okay, now you know what are the causes and the effects of wearing a face mask and how it can help you to prevent diseases. Okay, for group 2.
Alcohol is used for disinfecting wounds, surfaces, and etc. Therefore, it can kill bacteria and viruses and helps us prevent getting virus.
Okay, you already have the knowledge of what alcohol is, and its uses. Okay, for group 3.
The picture shows the social distancing. Maintaining social distancing helps slow the spread of the virus by stopping chains of transmission of COVID-19.
Yes, you got it right because keeping our distances with one another helps us to prevent the chain of virus, which is common in today's time because COVID-19 or the COVID virus is very rampant in our society and we have to maintain our social distance. Okay, for group 4.
Hand washing at all times is very crucial today because we can kill the virus by frequently washing our hands and it prevents illnesses and spread of infections to others.
Okay, I know that you have all the knowledge about hand washing, so that's correct also. The group 5.
Staying at home can be the most effective thing we can do today because we can avoid getting the virus and we can stop spreading it. The fewer the people you were around, the lower the chance of infection.
Okay, that's good. But these pictures, do you notice something about it or what can we associate these pictures all about? So, it's about the
COVID-19, teacher!
Okay, yes, you got it right. Okay, whose group is that?
Group 3, teacher!
Okay, group 3 has the plus points for me because they got the correct answer.
Hooray!
Okay. Hello, dear students. Now, it's your turn to create a sentence that shows the degrees of comparisons, namely the positive form, the comparative form, and the superlative form. I will give you an example. For positive degree is your house is big. So the adjective there is big. For comparative degree, my house is bigger than your house. So the comparative degree there or the adjective there is the bigger. So the superlative degree is Gino's house is the biggest in this street. So the adjective there is the biggest. So you can see the difference that the base form or the adjective there is big. And when you are comparing with other, you can add ER. So it became bigger. And then for the superlative degree, you will add only EST to the big or the base form of the adjective, which means it will become biggest. Now, I will give you only 2 minutes. Is that clear for the activity?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay. Okay, you have 1 minute left. Then, almost done. Okay, it's time to group 1 to read the answers. Please prepare your representatives Okay. Please read.
Sheena's tomatoes were red. Jenny's tomatoes were redder than Sheena's. Abby's tomatoes were the reddest in the whole plantation.
Okay, very good. What's good here is that you put label on your answers. For example, Sheena's tomatoes were red, so it is a positive degree with its base form of adjective is red. And then in the comparative degree, because you compare it to the two person, so you compare that Jenny's tomatoes were redder than Sheena's. It means that Jenny's tomatoes is much more red than Sheena's. So it is the comparative degree because it compares two persons. And then the third one is Abby's tomatoes were the reddest in the whole plantation. Why it makes the superlative degree? Because you compare Abby's tomatoes in the whole plantations because you compare it with 3 or more persons in that plants tomatoes in the plantations. That is why it is the reddest tomatoes in the whole plantation. That makes superlative degree 4. Okay, for the group 2, please read your answer.
Jemima is the most intelligent in the campus. I am more intelligent than Shinoki. Jessel is an intelligent girl.
Okay, now here is why it is a superlative degree form of adjective, because Jemima is the most intelligent, because when the adjective is composed of 2 or 3 syllables, you can use more and most in the intelligent to show the comparison of the two or 3 or more sets of or more adjectives. And then the second one is I am more intelligent than Shinoki. So here the base form is the intelligent, and then she added more to create the comparison that I am more intelligent, or I am more intelligent than Shinoki. So it is the comparative degree. Jessel is an intelligent girl. So it is a positive degree because it compares nothing at all. So she describes that Jessel is an intelligent girl. Okay, next for the group 3. For the group 3. Okay, group 3, please read your answer.
He is the tallest in this class. He is the taller than other students in this class. No other student is as tall as this student.
Okay, so here he compares the one person to the entire class or the entire classmates. So he is the tallest in this class. So this means that this person is the tallest among his classmates. So it is the superlative degree because tall, you can add only EST for the superlative degree. And then he is taller than other students in this class. So he is comparing with other students, not all of his classmates, but some of his classmates. So he is taller than other students in this class. So it is a comparative degree form. So you can only add ER. No other student is as tall as this student. So she only compares 2. What makes this positive degree? Because he states that this student and this student is all of the same height. So now, no comparing of their heights, but stating that they have the same height. Okay, for group 4, please read group 4.
Johnny sings well. Joanne sings better than Johnny. weak sings best among the three?
Okay. This is the positive form or the positive degree form, because the base form here is, well, it is an irregular regular adjective, because you cannot add well less or weller than from the base form. So you can add you can use the comparative degree and the superlative degree of the well adjective well. So first, Johnny sings well. It is the positive degree. Joanne sings better than Johnny. So the better here is the comparative adjective in the word well. And then Patrice sings best among the three. So the superlative adjective in the well, in the word well, is the best. So it is the superlative degree form. For group 5, please read group 5.
Henry's jacket is warm. This jacket is warmer than Henry's. Wendy's jacket is warmest among the hikers.
Okay. For group 5, please read your answer.
Henry's jacket is warm. This jacket is warmer than Henry's. Wendy's jacket is warmest among the hikers.
Okay. Here, the base word or the positive form of adjective here is the warm. And then it compares no one, so it is a positive form. This jacket is warmer than Henry, so it compares two jackets for Henry's and this jacket. So it is warmer. You should add ER to show that it is a comparative form. Wendy's jacket is the warmest among the hikers. So it compares Wendy's jacket among the hikers. So among the hikers, there are a group of hikers. So there are many people involved. So it is the superlative degree because it compares jacket of Wendy among several people. So we should add ESP to show that it is a superlative form of adjective. Wow! You are all very good in creating the degrees of comparisons or using it in the sentence. Now, let us give all ourselves a Gabawenius clap. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Istoryahi.
So, now I will read a sentence and you will identify what is the adjective there and what is the form there or the degree of comparison. So, now, my hair is long. Mona's hair is longer than mine. Joanna's hair is the longest among us. So, class, which do you think is the positive form in the sentence? Yes, Jenny?
The long.
Yes, very good. It's the word long. So, long is the positive form in the sentence because it is the base form of the adjective. Now, what about the comparative and the superlative form of the adjective?
Longer and longest.
That is right, class. It is the longer. The comparative degree there is the word longer. So because it compares Mona's hair and my hair. And then the superlative form there is the longest because it compares that Joanna's hair is longer than our hair, than Mona's and my hair. So it compares three persons or the three hair of the persons is compared. So this is the superlative degree. So I am happy to know you have already the knowledge about the degrees of comparisons of adjectives and adverbs. Now, I will remove this first. Is that visible to you, class?
Yes.
Okay. So, I have here the meaning, the examples of degrees of comparison, because our topic for today is, please read.
Degrees of comparisons.
Okay. So, the first degree, or the simplest of all, is the positive degree. So, the positive degree is an adjective or an adverb that does not make comparison. So, it is a normal form of adjective and adverb. So, there are some examples here. So, is this visible, this one?
Yes.
Okay, please read.
Handsome, pretty, rich, good.
Okay, as you can see, there's nothing compared to this verb. So, it is the base form only. And then for the adverb,
Slowly, beautifully.
okay, very good. And then for the comparative degree, the meaning is that it shows the greater or lesser degree. For example,
More handsome, prettier, richer, better.
okay, as you can see, there is in every word, in the base form of this, in the positive form, there's something added more, er, and er. So you can see that it is it's a comparative degree because it is comparing two things. For the adverb, it is
More slowly, more beautifully.
okay, very good. For the superlative degree, it shows the greatest or least degree. So the examples are
Most handsome, prettiest, richest, best.
for adjective.
More slowly, more beautifully.
No, my mistake. It's most. Most slowly,
Most slowly,
and most beautifully. Okay. It is because you can see that it shows the greatest or the least degree, so it is from the most or the highest degree or the lowest degree. So I have here also the other definition. So a comparative adjective compares differences between two nouns. Comparative, take the following form. So, it is the following form. So, the plus er. So, comparative degree. It is for the comparative degree, the adjective plus er. So as you can see here, it is the adjective plus er, the pt and the prettier. So adjectives with one or two syllables take the er form. So if it's only one or two syllables, you can add er. But if it's three syllables or more, you can use more or you can add more. Okay. So, for example, it's that handsome. So, it's a two-syllable word. And then, you cannot add handsomer. You can add er and est there because the word should not sound handsomer. No, it's not. So you should add more from handsome, so it became more handsome and most handsome. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, for the superlative adjective, it compares differences between two or more nouns. It takes the following form. The adjective plus est. Okay. Okay. The example here is the reaches. Okay. You cannot say that. I know. For adverb, you cannot say that the slowly. You cannot say that slowiest. No. It's the same case with the more handsome because it is two-syllable word, so you should add more to create the comparative degree, and then more slowly or most slowly to make it in a superlative form. Okay. And also, you may note that there is an irregular form of adjective or adverb. So, for example, there is the good and the bad. So, what is it is the base form of the adjective, or the positive form is the good, which means it doesn't compare to anyone or to anything. So, it's the base form good. And then the comparative form of this word good is the better, because it's for good, so you should be making it better. So, for example, is this written example is better than this. So, it is comparing two written words in the board. Okay. But note that there is an irregular form of adjective. For example, it's the good and bad, and the comparative degree of good is better and superlative is best. And then the comparative degree of bad is worse, and the superlative degree is worse. So, of course, the grammar is not airtight, so there are a few exceptions to the above rule. But now, I have a message to you, because Dr. Panda wants you to know more about. That is why he sent us these medical kits. I have here the 5 medical kits, and it contains your tasks. What are you going to do is to arrange what is inside in the medical kits that shows the degrees of comparison. Afterwards, you will choose a representative to present in front of the class, and for you to be guided, there are some the criteria for your presentation. So, in grammar, degrees of comparison is related to adjectives and adverbs. Every adjective and adverb can be written in one of the 3 degrees. So, the positive degree, this offers no comparison. It only tells us the existence of a quality. So, I already told that to you. Comparative degree, this compares 2 things to show which has lesser or greater degree of the quality. Superlative degree, this compares more than 2 things to show which has the least or the greatest degree of the quality. In this activity, you should be prepared. You should be prepared for this, because this task should be presented next meeting. Okay? Okay. For group 1, is your medical kit. Kit number 1. So for group 1, your task to discuss information about and create your own sentences that shows the degrees of comparisons, namely the positive, the comparative, and the superlative. Okay. For group 2, you should arrange the given pictures and construct sentence out of the pictures that you have arranged and explained. So it takes much time, so that I will let you to take it home and be prepared for our next meeting. For group 3, a small number of adjectives are irregular in the way they make comparative and superlative forms. Irregular adjectives use completely different forms. Note that, however, that some adjectives can be both irregular and regular, sometimes with a slight change in the meaning. For the group 3, your task is to identify some irregular adjectives and use it in a sentence to show a degree of comparison. Group 4, arrange the scrambled sentence and arrange it correctly, then justify it to the class why it should be arranged like that. For group 5, create a sentence using the word less as the positive form and the base form. You create the comparative degree and the superlative degree of comparison. Okay. So, to test whether you all understand the topic, we will have another activity. Here's what you are going to do. With the same group, you will compose a song using the adverbs and adjectives that shows a degree of comparison. You will be given 2 minutes to prepare and another 2 minutes for your presentation. Write your scripts on the manila paper and identify the patterns you use. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, now you may start. Okay, excellent performances. I am happy that you are applying your knowledge that we have discussed this morning. So, let us give ourselves a Dabawanya's class. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Historia! Hey!
Okay, very good. So, for now, I will give you the assignment. Okay. Here's the assignment. Okay. In a short bond paper, you will write a song or a nursery rhyme using the degrees of comparisons that we have discussed earlier. You will pass it in the next meeting. So you will pass it together with the task with the medical kits that I have given to you, so that you will present it together too in our next meeting. So, okay. Is there any clarifications, class, before we end our discussion?
None so far.
Okay. Once again, I am your teacher, Julina. But before we will say goodbye to you, I will leave you this quote from Rob T. Bennett saying that nobody is exempt from the trials of life, but everyone can always find something positive in everything, even in the worst times. So, this positive do not mean positive from COVID virus, but to be positive in life, positive thoughts, positive mind, and then you have the courage to use it in your daily life, so that you can be motivated to learn something, to do something in your life. So, goodbye, class. May you bring the lessons you learned today as you go home. But before anything else, please say goodbye to Dr. Panda because he contributed something to us today.
Goodbye and thank you, teachers. Goodbye and thank you, Dr. Panda, for helping our teacher and us in making our learning more fun and enjoyable.
Okay, goodbye, class. Be happy and be healthy always. See you next meeting.